Okay, I'd like to share my solution to this HackerRank problem called validating credit card numbers, but do it in a regex kind of way. Last time we did this, we used string manipulation operations and for loops, and that was not the correct approach because they're asking you for regex. So I'll just read it. You and Frederick are good friends. Yesterday, Frederick received N credit cards from ABCD Bank. He wants to verify whether his credit card numbers are valid or not. You happen to be great at regex, so he's asking for your help. Yeah, that's the hint. If they say something like that, that means use regex where possible. A valid credit card from ABCD Bank has the following characteristics. It must start with a 4, 5, or 6. It must contain exactly 16 digits. It must only consist of digits 0 through 9. It may have digits in groups of 4 separated by 1 hyphen. It must not use any other separator like space, underscore, etc. It must not have 4 or more consecutive repeated digits. Yeah, so there it is. We went over this in the previous video. First line of the input contains the integer. The next n lines contain the credit card numbers. Passes it into the method. We have to implement the method. Print valid if the credit card number is valid, otherwise print invalid. Yeah, same as before. Let's use python3 on gentoo. And don't forget to compile your operating system from source. Always a good choice. Okay, so opening up a new Python file. I want to put it in a snippet. Is credit card number regex. Yeah, so yeah. So this is just going to, let's just run it. Yeah, we get the hello world. And then I need the red green refactor. Let's start with the assert and true. So I need an example of a good credit card number. That's a good one. And it says I have to define it. My assert. So it takes the card number and the expected value. To get the value of the method I'm going to write, which is called is credit card number regex. Until further notice, all strings are credit card numbers. Equals is credit. Pass in the string. I can say result equals expected. Then std.out.write else print fail. Select new lines there and there to make it neat. Let's run it. Sys is not defined. Line 3, we have to import sys. One pass test. Hello world. I want that to say done. Oops. Nice and neat. Okay. So next is the example of something that is not credit card number. Let's run that. Oh, a failed test, which means, well, I wanted to tell me why it failed. Well, you passed in that. I expected this, and the method returned that. So, run it. Yeah, you pass in blank string. You got expected false, but you said true. So, why is that not a credit card number? Well, that's the first of our criteria. Must start with 4, 5, or 6. 4, 5, or 6. They're telling us to use regex, so import re. See what that does. Re.match. We need a pattern. Pattern called for. Pat ccnum. Okay, let's just exit right here to see what we got. Yeah, it says we found a 4 at position 0 to 1, which is exactly. Now, kind of interesting, if I put a 2 here, you should match it because there's a 2, but oh, it found nothing. It's like, why couldn't it find it? Well, because match is a special function which asserts leftmost starts with the beginning of a string. And so we can consult our little cheat sheet here. It says caret means the beginning of a line, $sign means the end of a line, and square brackets means any character, and each character enumerated between the square brackets are matched at the current location. Right, so that lets us do something like this, 4, 5, 6, which means the beginning of the line, and then any of 4 or 5 or 6. Let's run that. Found it, which means we can rely on it to say if it's not matched, then return false. Run it. 2 pass tests. Very nice. Okay, so what example haven't I controlled for? Well, the second of our criteria must contain 16 digits. Here's one. It's not 16 digits, it's 17 digits, and I expect that to be false. Failed. You passed in 17 digits, expected false, but you said true. Well, that's because there's no 16 is not exactly 16. Well, got to think about the hyphens, so we have to remove the hyphens. ccnum Latin equals ccnum dot replace. Okay, so we're replacing all the hyphens with space in ccnumber and assigning that to the variable ccnum flattened. Let's just run that. Yeah, that's working. Okay, so now we can do something similar to here and say, well, we need 16 examples. Here, yeah, we got these. This one here matches exactly n number of occurrences of the preceding expression, which is curly braces, and the thing I want preceded is digits, which is \d, matches the digits equivalent to 0 through 9. Alright, so we just say \d, 16 of them. Now, whenever you have a string, you gotta put the R here because that means raw, and it basically says don't interpret token. Don't interpret anything inside the string, just raw letters. Okay, so I can pass that in and say, oops, I also need a $sign and a caret there. So the beginning of the line, a digit, 16 examples of digits, and at the end of the line. Now, this has to be on the flattened string. Right. And if it does not find it, if it does not find exactly that, then it's return false. Run it. 3 pass tests. Okay. What's next? It must not have 4 or more consecutive repeated. Yeah, that's the challenging one. It must not have 4 or more consecutive repeated digits. Right. So what's an example? What's an example of that? Well, that's a correct one. So let's throw that in there. Okay, that is a good one, but then it must not have more than. So there's an example of one that is wrong. So that's true, and that's false. Run it. Okay. Yeah, we have the incorrect group between the hyphens. So that's something we can write code for. Okay. Well, we can do something similar to here and say we must have four examples of a digit. Let's force a new line, or force a beginning of line, and then we get to do that 1, 2, 3 more times, and then the end. Okay, so we're going to be using. Okay, so since we're looking inside the string, we're looking in the interior. We have to use find all because we don't want to just look at the beginning. We want to start at every possible point. Actually, no, we don't need those because right. So if and this is inverted because if we never mind, we do. Okay, so this is a positive thing. If it doesn't look like this, yeah, but that's only if num dot count hyphens is greater than it's greater than 0. Turn true. Right. Okay. So if it finds this, it's good. Otherwise, it's not good. Let's run that. Okay. What's the problem with that? Expected true. You return false. There's something wrong with the capture code here. 4, 4, 4, and 4. Oh, yeah. Don't look at flattened. Alright, there it is. Okay, and then we want to look at the instance where we have repeated digits between yeah. So the 2222 is what makes it bad. Okay, right. Okay, so yeah, I should put that right here. So right, consecutive. Oh wait. Okay, so okay. Right. We need the double capture groups. So a digit \1, 3 of those, and I think you have to do a positive look ahead, and we're going to be doing find all. Yeah, of course, and this has to be matched. Okay, so if it finds one, yeah, returns false. And this is the 4 groups, 3 hyphens. All right. Okay, what's wrong with that? Oh yeah. 16 digit. Oh yeah, must not repeat. Oh, flatten because the hyphen breaks it. Yes. All right. So can I just? I think we're done. Let's try it. Make sure this method name is correct. Run it. Haha, congratulations. Submit code. Haha, nice. Done. Save it, run it. Done, and done.